Do you guys know
No.
downfall of Napoleon Bonaparte? Yes, one of the darkest event that shaped Europe. Be in the video to know more. So hello guys, welcome back to the channel Solutions Pro. Let's start with the script. On June 18th, 1815, a battlefield near village of Waterloo, that is modern-day Belgium, witnessed one of the most important confrontation in history of rulers and Europe. It was not a common clash of armies, but a dramatic show over which future of Europe depended, and also end of an era of near about 2 decades of warfare. It is story of loss of final confrontation of saga Napoleon Bonaparte, an ambitious man who reshaped Europe. Let's have a context before explaining the real warfare. The Waterloo stage was set by Napoleon's dramatic return from exile. After Napoleon's defeat and exile to island of Elba in 1814, he escaped and returned to France in March 1815. His return sparked 100 days, a short but intense period of renewed conflict as he sought to reclaim his empire. But European powers formed Seventh Coalition to break his intentions of comeback. That coalition involved Britain, Prussia, Austria, and Russia. Every one of them wanted to put an end to Napoleon's rule for once and all. Major powers in the clash were Duke of Wellington leading British and Allied forces and Gebhard commanding Prussian army. On the opposite side, Napoleon's strategy was bold and aggressive as usual. He had planned to defeat both powers, that is Britain and Prussia, before they could unite against him. British forces under Wellington stationed in Low Countries while Blucher's Prussian army was stationed further east. On the other hand, Napoleon's army containing somehow 73,000 troops, a mix of veteran and new recruits, but Wellington's forces were roughly 68,000 strong troops, having British, Dutch, Belgian and German troops, and also Blucher's army had 50,000 strong troops which were expected to arrive later in the day. The time came when battle started on a rainy Sunday morning. Due to weather, field had turned into quagmire which played vital role in war's outcome. It is estimated that Napoleon launched his attack at around 11 a.m., targeting Wellington's left flank, hoping to divide and conquer before Prussian army could interfere. First major assault was on Hogment Farm, a fortified position held by British troops. Main aim of Napoleon was to draw Wellington's forces away from main engagement. Despite of fierce fighting and repeated French attacks, British army somehow managed to hold their ground and didn't let Napoleon take critical advantage over them. But Napoleon had planned series of coordinated attack aimed at breaking Wellington's line. His troops launched an assault on center of British position which was detained by series of strong points and had Jerez, the French cavalry commanded by Marshal Ney, tried to attempt breaches and overpower British force, but Wellington's men strongly holded that with disciplined defense and counterattacks. Most dramatic moment came in afternoon when Napoleon deployed his elite Imperial Guard, the creme de la creme of his army in final push against British center. The Guard were famous for their invincibility, charged with hope of breaking British line and securing victory. As the war kept going on, arrival of Prussian army began shifting the balance. Blucher's army, after marching from difficult terrains, arrived battlefield in late afternoon. A crucial reinforcement was provided by his army. The Prussian army began attacking French against right flank, increasing trouble for Napoleon. Napoleon's strategy of defending British and Prussian force separately failed. Instead, both armies pressed his troops from both sides severely, pressuring over French army. Arrival of Prussian army was turning point of the war. As night fell, both armies together launched series of relentless attack on French troops. The Imperial Guard, having been repulsed, began to retreat. The once formidable French army was now in with chaotic retreat ensued. Napoleon's invincible army was breaking apart and his dream of regaining power were collapsed. The defeat was comprehensive with French suffering around 25,000 casualties compared to about 15,000 for British and their allies. This war is known as Battle of Waterloo, which led to end of Napoleon's rule. He was forced to abdicate once again and was exiled to remote island of Saint Helena in South Atlantic, where he had to spend rest of his life. This victory restored stability in Europe. The Congress of Vienna, which had session during battle, was able to proceed with its post-war order planned. The map was redrawn and a new balance of power was established for decades. This battle was not just a military confrontation but was a pivotal movement in European history. An era had ended and a new sunrise had been witnessed. So this was all about the incident of Waterloo, which showcased fall of Napoleon and stabilization of Europe. Comment if you want videos on such historical events. Till then, if you liked the video, do like, share and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you guys in the next one.